Welcome and welcome back, everybody, to the OK Grognard Show. Today is Wednesday, March 19th, 2025, 10 a.m. Central, or just after, in beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Today we're going to be talking about Gary Con XVII, which is coming up this weekend. It starts tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I better get my events ready. What am I doing for this? I'm doing all sorts of fun things for Gary Con XVII. I'll tell you all about them in just a minute. Hey, look, I found my old challenge coin, the one that was the original Gary Con 1 and Gary Con 2. They were doing these every other year. And then they had the Gary Con 3 challenge coin. And the Gary Con 4 was the opposite side. Pretty nifty. Pretty nifty. Old number 73 I had for the 1 and 2. And I had number 50 for 3 and 4. These babies. People don't use them that much. I've never had anybody challenge me. Not that, 72 people couldn't beat me with the first one. In any event, you know, if you know, you know. The event, what's going on? What's going on? What am I, Jennifer Coolidge all of a sudden? There's the logo. That's a wonderful 17 done by Chet Minton. It is really, really nice. And he did a great job with it. And it will go into the legacy that is Gary Con, with all the other artists that have graced the convention with their art. So wonderful of everybody to do that and be part of it. Whoa, what? Oh, I'm getting crowded out here with the thing. What's my schedule look like? Well, it's all over the place, isn't it? I'm pretty full. I'm open on Friday in the dinner time, 6 to 9, before I go to another. And then I've got time late on Saturday afternoon. Probably some dealer hall stuff and then a nice dinner and stuff. This is part of why I moved my events, my D&D events, off of Saturday and on to Thursday. I guess I had them on Saturday because I had some concern about making sure they got full. I like to have big tables, but not a problem. They filled up just fine this year too. So first edition D&D, I guess, is still in demand at Gary Con. Who'd have thunk it? What are the odds? Say it ain't so. Back to Coolidge again. Anyway, that's a lovely thing. We'll take a look at the schedule on the other screen because we want to look at the website too. I'll link to these couple of sites in the show notes, but the Gary Con main GaryCon.com is the regular website if you want details. 13 hours, I have no time. Okay, Bilbo. Time in your pocket. Is that the ring in your... No, I forget how that worked. Grand Geneva Resort and Spa. What a wonderful place. It's been there quite a few years now. They're doing an in memoriam for Ernie, who passed away this year. Of course, for Gary, who the entire event's founded on the fact that Gary left us. And, there'll be a service on Sunday. I spoke of this just a couple of weeks ago when they first announced it. And don't forget their charity partners, Extra Life and Children's Wisconsin. So if you have stuff to put into the auction, please do. One of our Patreon supporters, Fat Dragon Games, is of course a sponsor. And these good people all help make it happen. So make sure that these are folks that you can support, if you want to support Gary Con through their sponsors, which is always a kind thing to do, then that's the way to do it. There's a whole sponsors page. Go over there and look at everything if you want links to them in particular. It'll be nice and easy. If in future you want to volunteer, Game Master, it's real easy. You go to the website, you follow the links. It tells you everything you need to know and to do. The attend for GMs in particular. But a lot of this information, this is like the overview stuff, right? Because everything happens through tabletop events. So all of the registration, badge registration, event sign up, the event lists, all of that stuff, event schedule is all over there. And that's also where you sign up or put in submissions to run events too. It tells you where the exhibits are and who's in the dealer hall and all of that stuff. Volunteer, you got links there for that. News as it happens, because that's always exciting. But hey, key dates are on the opening page for that particular year of Gary Con. So make sure you're not using like last year's if you bookmarked it and you didn't. What you'll need to do is sign in on tabletop events, go to conventions, pick out the most recent one. This is, info for next year in case. There's a nice little video over here of a young man named Luke Gygax who was talking about the Gary Con history, its origins, and all that stuff. But what do we want to look at? I'd love to pop over to my schedule page, since that's an interesting thing. They set it up in a way where you've got a couple different look-sees at it. This is a nice gridded calendar. It puts all your events you are attending in the light green, right? And the darker green is events you are hosting. That's events you are GMing, or events you are running. I've got 2 6-hour first edition events that I'm running on tomorrow, Thursday. Tomorrow! Yes, tomorrow. And those will be fun. First edition, always fun. Big old ruins. Bit sandboxy. That's the way I like to run things. I don't like to know everything that's got to happen. And, even if you try to plan stuff, people will always go off course. And if they don't, then you're not letting them. And you know what? Just let them. Baron and Luthien. This is a chainmail game being run by Kevin Kabai of the HMGS, the Historical Miniatures Gaming Society. It is a Lord of the Rings themed chainmail game. I love playing in his games. He always sets the table really nice. What do we got here? Into the Wilderlands. Diaglo of Yenwald fame, David Temperato, is running original D&D. That'll be fun. I played in a few of those last year. You might remember me talking about them. I'm going to get back to these two in just a second. Let's talk about this one. Keith Sloan running a first edition / Osric, but it's first edition game. He's a 1E guy. I've got that space. Oh, and Sunday, of course, I'm running the Avalon Hill board game Civilization. These two are Carlos Slicing first edition games that I'm playing in. I have never gotten to sit at his table, and I'm so looking forward to it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Anywho, if I'm in any of these games with you, I look forward to gaming with you. If you're in any of my games, I look forward to destroying your character. I mean, gaming with you as well. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait. I'll have to. It's in the future. That's how time works. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast. And is that all I wanted to talk about? Was what was going on this weekend? Yeah, you know what? Next week I'll do a recap on all this stuff. Hopefully I'll have some nice pictures to show off for those of you on the video recording of this, checking that out. And otherwise, it'll be, of course, on the audio. I'll describe them as best I can, and we'll see how they look. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll leave it at that and just say thank you for tuning in. We were talking about Gary Con 17 in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin this weekend. The show streams live on Twitch each Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, and it's archived on YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow, all of that fun stuff. It would be very much appreciated. Help me make more videos like this one by becoming one of my supporters on Patreon. And join other fun people like Tom Tullis of Fat Dragon Games, Carlos Lysing of Castle Entertainment, Heath Farndon of the Antipa D&D 20, Dave O'Brien, Heidi and Eric Gygax Garland of Gaxland, Vince Ragusca of the Maroon Room Prog Band, unauthorized users, Daniel Caldwell of Griffin and Gargoyle, and as always, Shane Bradley, DM Extraordinaire. This has been the OK Grognard Show from beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Bye-bye.